Production.
What is poppin' with the Circle gang? So things have been cooking up the last few days. We're starting to see Circle bounce off a trend line. Again, before I get deeper into this, if you get caught looking, the rules are you look, you ape. So I don't make these rules, I'm just pointing them out as we go. But here we have Circle. Okay, this is what the chart looks like on a logarithmic time frame. Again, you can just go to on your deck screen or on trading view. You can go from regular to logarithmic. Logarithmic, to me, makes a little bit more sense. It kind of points out the trend a little bit more appealing to the eye. Something I want to point out before we get deeper into this is looking at Popcat. And what we notice about Popcat is it spent from December 2023 to late February, right? So call that 3 months of price going sideways, getting tighter and tighter into a kind of triangular pattern before it got a major breakout. And when we got this major breakout here, what we noticed is that there was very strong volume coming in here. Look at this volume coming in, right? So this is people positioning themselves for something to go a lot higher. And we're starting to see that right here, right? So we get this strong move, we create a new intermediate top, and then we consolidate, right? And now we're going to probably push higher on Popcat. Another thing I want to pay attention to is this was sitting around, 0.006 cents, and it had a very strong upside move, 5,000% before it consolidated. Now look at the volume coming in. When we look at Circle, what I like about it is it's still early on. It's a really low market cap. If you're looking now, you can probably get a bunch of it for dirt cheap and kind of front run a potential herd that's to come. Because if this is to make a move kind of like, like Popcat did, something like this could happen so fast where it just goes straight up and then it consolidates sideways for a longer period of time, right? So I like how we have this wick here. I think filling this wick is going to be the first kind of challenge here. And if we could hover around that zone and stay around that zone and create some sort of a flag, there might be a stronger push to the upside. Before we get into all that, we need to look at what's happening from a technical perspective on a shorter term point of view, right? So we have this lower trend line here, and we kind of, depending on how you look at it, we could have this potential upper trend line just like this, right? Or you could look at it from this perspective where we have some sort of resistance in this kind of box here, right? Where we have this kind of resistance in this zone. Either way, we have an ascending triangle or a regular triangle that's being developed here on Circle, right? And the community here is strong. If you go onto the Telegram, if you go onto the Twitter, you see the raids happen. You see them tweeting under people's posts to kind of try to promote the community. It's a meme of its own class, right? It's not a fucking cat. It's not a dog. It's not overly saturated yet. There's hundreds of dog memes, hundreds of cat memes. There's one Circle meme. I think that itself kind of puts it in its own little class. And in my opinion, again, it's just my opinion, and I could be totally wrong, but that alone kind of creates its own little niche where you're going to have a pocket of people who understand the game and who ape in and who hold strong. So I think there's something really brewing up here, I think, in my opinion. Again, I could be totally wrong, but this is my breakdown on Circle, and I've caught you guys looking multiple times. So don't be surprised if there is a super strong push to this area right up here, and you see Circle at around 0.35 when you could have got it for less than a penny. So if something like this happens, that's a potential 7,000% move. And then what we could expect is another wave of consolidation that could lead us to, an even bigger move to the upside. The whole meta point of this trade idea is that you're front running a bunch of people who want to make fast money. We're going to see Bitcoin trading at all-time highs. We're going to see Solana trading at all-time highs. And a lot of people are going to think that they're priced out of these assets. So the first thing they're going to look to is a meme coin that's dirt cheap that has the potential to go to $1. Right? That's the entire thesis. This is what attracts the average normie. And I think that when you add in the virality of the circle game, where you get caught looking, you get punched in the arm, but instead you look, you ape, I think there's some sort of, I think there's something here, man. Again, could be totally wrong, but I'll be holding regardless because I think it's hilarious. So that's the breakdown here on Circle. Peace, guys.